If you want to thrive each and every day and not just survive it, you're in the right place. Welcome to Thrive, where faith, family, fitness, and discipline comes together to build stronger bodies, stronger minds, and stronger lives. From the workouts that push you to the meals that fuel you, to the moments with family that remind you why you started, this is your blueprint to level up in every area of life. Show up, get stronger, live with purpose. Let's stop settling and start thriving. Let's thrive.
We often view fitness, getting healthy as time away from family. But what I've learned over the years is to integrate it into the family, make it a shared value to be fit and to be healthy. If you're using your fitness, if you make it a non-negotiable as a family, that family as a whole should be working towards being healthy, being fit, living a active lifestyle. It makes it a lot easier. It makes it a lot more fun. And speaking of fun, when you find ways to make getting healthy, getting fit fun, it makes it so much easier to show up each and every day. You're able to be a lot more consistent because we know consistency is the key to reaching whatever goal that you have, to obtain whatever it is in life that you want to obtain. So pick things in life. Yeah, there will be times where you have to show up, whether it's at home workouts, whether it's in the gym. You will have to do the things that you don't want to do. But more often than not, you'll be allowed to do the fun things that allows you to be active and then not feel like working out. That is one thing that I learned from my wife is she would hate having to work out for an hour. Can she do 30 minutes? Yes. She would hate having to do boring lifts, doing one exercise at a time. But what she would love is her mind consistently moving on to the next movement. So more circuit style type training. So that's figuring out what you love. But also figuring out how you can fit it into your lifestyle and then not make it seem like a chore and something to do on your to-do list is get out. If you played sports when you were younger, get back into playing those sports. That is being living in a healthy, fit, active lifestyle. Is when you can still get out and have fun and show up and still play the sports because now it's fun. You're doing something that you actually enjoy. Or as an adult, you are doing something that you actually loved doing when you were a kid. You're getting back into that kid like mindset. And that is the key to living a fun, healthy lifestyle and being active throughout their and throughout your entire life is doing the things that you love because then it makes it easier for you to show up each and every day. And if you're showing up each and every day, you're consistent. You now have the discipline to show up every day and you're consistent with that. So now you're not relying on motivation because you have the discipline to know to think, hey, this is what I have to go do. But you're able to be consistent with it because, hey, I actually love this. I enjoy showing up for myself, for my family, and I love doing it with my family. So that would be something that I would integrate for each and everybody. I would tell you that I would tell my younger self that involve the family early on, have fun with it, and if certain things starts to get boring, move on to the next thing so that you aren't bored, so that you're able to continue to keep showing up and make it enjoyable. Because the way I live my life, I love workouts. Are some of my workouts boring? Yes, but I still know, hey, this is what I need, this specific workout to help get me to where I want to be. So not every workout is going to be boring. It's more enjoyable. Can it be enjoyable? I'd rather it be, for me personally, I'd rather be more enjoyable with slower progress than me hating these workouts with faster progress. Because this is a lifestyle. Lifestyle means marathon. These quick fixes is a sprint. So this is a lifestyle that we're living. I want to be able to move the same way I'm moving in my adolescence age, elementary, middle school, high school, college, in my 20s, my 30s, my 40s, my 50s, my 60s, my 70s, my 80s, my 90s, if I make it to 100. I want to still be able to be healthy and not have to rely on others. That is the biggest key. I want to be independent. I want to stay independent. I've always wanted to be independent. So I believe that with that mindset, that will help you get healthy, stay fit, and make it much more enjoyable when you bring your family into it. Because when the family as a whole, with you being the leader, whether you're the mom, you're the dad, you're the grandparent, you're the brother, you're the sister, whatever you are, whatever roles that you play, that fitness is going to allow you to be your best in all areas of life. Let me give you an example on how you can integrate something so simple, how you can add that fitness into your lifestyle throughout the day and then not feel like you're missing out on something. So what I would do is I would go on walks. Just walk. Something simple, it's easy, it's enjoyable. But if I told you to go run with your family, there's so many obstacles in your way. But if I said go walk with your family, go walk the dog. Replace that time instead of that time that you would normally watch TV with your family. Replace that time with going out for a 20-minute walk, go out for a 30-minute walk. Heck, even if you use that time to use your phone, you walking and you got a book in your hand, you're walking, you got your phone and y'all all watching a show together and you walk. I'd rather you do that than just sit there and not move for the next hour, 2, 3, 4 hours. So that way you'll be able to integrate these habits, these good habits into your life. And if you have kids, if you have grandkids, with these habits, they're going to take this into their life. And then until when they start having kids, they'll be able to integrate that into their family as well. So these are new habits, new traditions that you can do, that you can add to your family to help your family be rich in the fitness aspect. The next thing that I would like to talk about would be making sure that you're efficient. Your time is valuable. You can't get time back. So I know that is a big obstacle that we face is time. Because whether you're having to go out to the gym, drive to the gym, that's 20, 30 minutes out of your day. Then you have to drive back. That's another 20, 30 minutes. That's you having to, if you got family, you got to worry about what you're going to do with your kids so that you can find time. But what I would do, I would make sure I have equipment at home. Have equipment at home so then time isn't a liability. Actually, time is now an asset. So that those workouts are more efficient. So instead of you dreading the hour-long workout, you can enjoy a 30-minute, enjoy it, you can love it, a 30-minute workout because, hey, instead of, even if the workout was still an hour, instead of you taking 2 hours because you got 20, 30 minutes drive time or more, now you got less time and now you're only taking up 30 minutes to an hour of your time. So these workouts are more efficient. You're getting your time back. You're buying back time. You're buying back time, one, from you investing in your health, But you're also buying back time because now every single day isn't spent on, or every single workout isn't spent on trying to figure out or trying to build time and put time into your day to be able to travel, to get kids where they need to go, and all those things. Being more efficient, like I now look for exercise in every part of my day. So now it's just a part of my life. So now, instead of me taking the elevator, I take the stairs. No matter, I go out my way to take the stairs. Instead of being on the escalator, I'm taking the stairs. When if I got Luca in my hands, I'm holding him. I'm doing some squats. I'm doing some calf raises. If I can drop down and do push-ups at any moment in time, if he's down in the floor playing, let me sit down in the floor with him. Let me do some push-ups. Let me do some sit-ups. And then see, again, you're integrating family back into it because now he's jumping on my back as I'm doing my push-ups. He's trying to get down and do push-ups. If I'm doing my squats, he wants to get up on my shoulders and want me to do some squats because he's going up and down having fun. So you're back into efficient with time. You're integrating the family instead of your kids sitting there crying and you're not knowing what to do. Exercise. And that's one thing that I had noticed over time is that you can't work out and be mad the entire time while you work out. It's not possible. When you get into a workout, you're going to feel better leaving that workout than you did going into that workout. Unless you just went in and killed yourself in that workout. But my purpose in my workout so that I can show up each and every day is I want to feel, if I feel better leaving this workout than I did going into this workout, I know that I can show up again because now I had fun. Now I didn't spend time just on my phone resting. I had fun during this workout. I'm not too sore to where I can't come back for another workout the next day. Now when it comes down to nutrition, I would pick simplicity over restriction and quality over quantity. So when it comes down, I would pick simple foods, simple ingredients that allows me to enjoy the foods that I have, that taste good, that smell good, that attracts me, that gives me energy instead of trying to eat everything. And now that I'm able to eat everything, now that I allow myself to eat everything, now I have to restrict myself so that I can't eat everything. So then that also piggybacks off of, if you're picking good quality, nutritious foods, you're going to be a lot fuller, a lot quicker with a minimum amount of food because of the micronutrients. Your micronutrients is the vitamins, the good nutrients that your body is actually going to utilize. Instead of, see, we can look at, if you chose foods that were micro rich and macro deficient in, your body will thank you. You will thank you because now you're not having to outwork a bad diet. What I mean is, pick single ingredient foods. If your if your ancestors, your great grandparents, if they can look at that food and they can say, "Oh, that's a baked potato, that's rice, that's chicken, that's beef, that's fish." If they can look at it and say that's a fruit, that's a banana, that's an orange, that's an apple. If they can look at that food and say that's exactly what that is, then you probably should be eating it. But they don't know what a potato chip is. They know what a baked potato is. They don't know what a sweet potato casserole will look like, but they know what a sweet potato looks like. They don't know what deep fried Parmesan crusted chicken looks like, but they know what a chicken leg looks like. They know what a chicken wing looks like. You get what I'm saying? So pick foods that is going to allow you to, that's going to bring energy into your body, good energy, and not make you feel like you got to go to sleep. Nutrient rich foods, which your nutrient rich foods are probably more than likely, they are the foods that's around the grocery store, that's at your local supermarket, farmer's market. Stake around the grocery store. If you do that, you can throw as many foods as you want. Like, it's hard for you to eat 2 potatoes, but it's easy to eat a whole bag of Lay's potato chips. You get me? It's hard for you. It's going to be easier for you to go to McDonald's and eat 2 double cheeseburgers and fries, but it's going to be hard for you to eat 2 double cheeseburgers at home and have your own cut up fries. Like, you see the difference? One you're making at home from scratch, the other one you're going out to buy, because what they doing to these foods is for you to want more. Versus if you're eating at home, for one, it's going to be a lot cheaper. So now your finances are benefiting from it. Now it's allowing you to be financially rich and nutrient rich, healthy rich. So that would be quality over quantity. So the quality of the food will help you feel better, help you feel more satiated, help you feel more full longer, over quantity, over bad food quantity. And then I'd rather you pick simple foods over restriction. Restriction is saying that if you got to restrict yourself, that means you're probably eating something bad. Versus if you're picking simple foods, you're probably picking something that's good for you. A big thing that I changed early on, that I would tell my younger self, my unhealthy younger self, would be, instead of pulling the bad things, looking for in your life where the bad things are, the bad foods are, look in your life and see where can you add good things. Because if you add good, healthy, nutritious stuff, it's less room for any of the bad things. So a lot of y'all say, I'm about to go cheat. I'm about to go eat this cheat meal. I'm about to have a cheat day, instead of I'm about to go treat myself. So your play in words has that effect on your brain to make you either want something or not want something. So what I tell my clients, I tell myself is, let's treat yourself, not cheat yourself. If we're dating, and I'm your man, and I say that I'm about to go cheat in whatever aspect, on my diet, cheating on you, whatever, that's negative. But if I say I'm about to go treat myself with some food, it sounds much better. I'm about to go treat myself with a workout. I'm about to go treat myself with a massage. I'm about to go treat myself, about to go wash the truck. So when you say treat over cheat, it puts a positive aspect on it. Because if you say you cheating on something, that ain't nothing but negative. So that will be the biggest, one of the biggest takeaways right there when it comes down to nutrition. Be simple over restriction, quality over quantity, add over subtract. When you adding to something, it sounds much better. When you add to your bank account, it sounds much better than withdrawing, taken away from you or from your bank account. The next thing that I would do, I would make sure that I have a stronger why, I have a stronger purpose, and I know exactly what it is that I want to accomplish, but why I want to accomplish it. because I would make sure that my purpose and my why is much stronger than any excuse that I could have. And how do you know that your why and your purpose is much stronger than any excuse that you can have is, does your purpose, does your why make you cry? Does it make you get emotional? Does it make you tear up? And if it does, then you know that it's strong enough, because everything is going to be a lot of times. There's going to be more times where you might not want to show up for you to go do what you said you was going to do and be consistent and be disciplined to it, instead of having to rely on motivation to go do it, because motivation probably ain't going to be there ever. If it's strong enough, any excuse is always going to be weaker than your purpose and your why. It's not going to be strong enough to overcome your purpose and your why for you to stay at home and stay in bed. You get what I'm saying? So make sure that that purpose and that why is so strong. It makes you tear up. It makes you want to go get it. And I'm not saying that you got to be perfect every day. I need you to be consistently great over occasionally perfect. And that's like saying I need you to be 80% to 90% each and every day, instead of you trying to strive for the 100%. Now, are there days that I expect to be 100%? Yes. There ain't no, I don't want you to get it twisted. I don't want y'all to get it twisted. I need you to be 100% as many times as you can. But there are going to be a lot of days where all you got is 80%. So work on being consistently great over occasionally perfect. And if you can be great 5, 6, 7 times out of the week versus occasionally perfect 1 to 2 times, you good at math. I believe you good at math, right? All right, add this up. You're consistently great 3 times out of the week. Let's say you got 100. You got 100% 3 times out of the week. The other days you was just trash. You got zeros. So you got 300 points for doing great 3 days out of the week. Because of you gave it 100%. That's all you could give. Now, if you were 80% 5 days out of the week, you were 80%. Let's do the math. Yeah, I ain't that good. I ain't that good at math. I'm all right. But let's just go ahead. You were 100% 3 times 300. All right. Now you were 80% great, consistently great, 5 times during the week. That's 400. That's 400 over the 300. For 5 days, you were consistently great. 5 days, 80%. That's 400 points you got from that versus 300 points for you only being consistent 3 days out of the week. That's 2 more days that you got over that. And the other days, you could say that you were 0. Do you get what I mean? Like, get back into basic math. Get back into that childhood. Like, it's so simple, but we make it so hard. And a lot of y'all say it's hard well, what's your definition of hard? My heart is not your heart. Your heart is not my heart. What's hard to me ain't hard to you. That right there is just something that for you to think about. Choose your heart, because it's hard to be fat, unhealthy, not wanted, unsuccessful. And it's also hard to be fit, healthy, smart, sexy, looking good in the mirror, rich. It's hard. So you got to choose your heart. Choose your heart. And your heart can only be as weak as your heart can only be as weak as your greatest excuse. I think that sound right. I think that sound. I caught my hair started standing up on me. Yeah, I think that made sense. I think that made sense. Y'all got me. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down. That's what I'm saying. Then we got to talk about money, your finances, you have to look at your health, your fitness, your lifestyle. You have to look at it as an investment, not with you just spending money. And that's one of the biggest things. It took me a long time to understand that I had to look at it as an investment when I was paying for a coach. Instead of me looking at it as me just spending money, I had to look at it as an investment. When you're into stocks, which I think everybody should be doing, when you're into stocks and you just pulling money out of your account to put it over into another account, and you're not you're not seeing the compound interest just yet, you're not seeing your account go up. Sometimes you might see that thing in the red for a few weeks. You have to look at your life, your lifestyle, your fitness, the foods that you're buying, the time being spent as an investment, because it truly is. Like I said before, you can choose your heart. Do you want to invest? You can invest in your health and your fitness right now, where you are, regardless if you're 20 years old or if you're 70 years old. If you still got 40, 50, 60 years left, or you got 5, 10 years left, if you invest in that, it's going to make the quality of those years are going to be 10 times better, because you're doing what you need to do so that your quality of life is 10 times better. So look at it as an investment instead of just spending money. Now, you're just spending money on hospital bills, your own medications, and Starbucks coffees that got just as much sugar as a milkshake that I would have. That would be you drinking your sodas. You're just spending, you're forking out money, versus if you went to go get even the diet soda, even the protein ice cream, the high protein meals. So you cooking your foods at home. That's investing. You're investing. Like, it's more of an investment for you to cook at home versus it is for you to go eat out. You're just spending. Versus if you're at home, you're doing it, you're investing. You're sitting on the couch where you could be going for a walk. You're wasting your time. You're spending your time, wasting your time. And versus if you was to go out for a walk, you're investing your time, because now you can buy back time. You can buy back time by you investing in your health, investing in your lifestyle, investing in the people that are around you. Because guess what? What I found out, and a lot of people that I coach, when I invest in myself through prayer, through workouts, through good nutrition, through being happy, when I invest that way, it allows me to feel much more rich and wealthy than anything. My actual physical bank account reflects the way I show up for my health, my fitness, and my family. Because now I have time. I have the good health. I have the good energy to go put forth. I have a lot of output that I have because I invested in so much in my health and my lifestyle. When I'm that faith pillar, I would pray more. I would invest in a Bible. I would read something. I would watch something that helps me grow closer to God. I would do things throughout my day more if I was telling my younger self, if I'm telling you, invest in yourself more through prayer. Because when things get hard, in which it will, you're going to need God's strength, his unlimited strength versus your limited strength that you have. There ain't no give up in him. There's going to be some give up in you. So you have to invest in God as well. You have to show up for God as well. You have to show up for God just as much as you want him to show up for you. Just think about all the times, the good things and the bad things, the hard workouts, the easy workouts, where you said, thank God. You didn't even realize it. Thank God that workout is over. Thank God I got through this. Thank God I got over that. Just thank you. And with that, that lets you know that whatever it was, and usually it's because of you got through something hard. It took longer than what it should have. You got through it. You got over it. Good or bad. You were really, that spirit inside of you was relying on him the whole time. Because he helped you get through that. That ain't just a word that we just throw out there. Even though it seemed like we could just be throwing it out there. It's a reason why that it's said in certain moments where things feel difficult. Where it might feel like we don't have any more. Where it might not feel like we don't have enough. It's a reason for that. So keep showing up, y'all. Keep showing up. Remember those pillars. You got 3 pillars right here. Faith, family, fitness. And that's how you're going to thrive. And through that faith, family, fitness, and that nutrition, you're going to be able to live your true purpose in life. You're going to be able to live and show up for your why each and every day. So keep showing up, because remember, if you want to thrive each and every day and not just survive it, you know what you have to do. You know what you have to do. Quit making the excuses. And you know what? There ain't no more excuses. It shouldn't be no more. Because no excuse is stronger than your purpose and your why. You see how that comes back full circle? So keep doing what you're doing, baby. Do better. Do better. Don't keep doing what you're doing. Do better. Do better and show up even more for yourself. Because when you show up even more for yourself and you bring your family along with you, you keep your faith, you stay strong, you put in some good energy through the things that you put in your mouth, through your food, your nutrition, it's going to allow you to live a rich, healthy life. So I love y'all. I hope y'all learned something today. And if you need anything, and I mean anything, reach out to me. Reach out to me. I'm here for you. Y'all got my social media. I'll put my social media up on here. A lot of you already got my number. But let's work. If you need a coach, you need somebody that's going to help you dial it in a little bit more to make it a fun lifestyle, to help you integrate these pillars into your life so that you can live the life that you want. Let me know something. I got you. So remember, we want to thrive each and every day and not just survive it. I love y'all. It's your favorite cousin, Cowboy J, with Thrive Transformation. I love y'all. Y'all be great. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. See y'all.